The village of Cangkuang is in a prosperous part of western Java, 80 kilometers from Bandung. It's a quiet time now, for the harvest is almost over, and the second crop of rice grows quietly.
Selamat bertemu.
Making friends, we hardly see the hunger behind the smiles.
Wilujeng tepang gitu.
She places on the table the day's meager rations for a family of 7, soon to be 8.
The name here, it is Fajar, means sunset.
Sunset.
Because and so it looks very bright and white in color. You see, from a hectare, you can get it for about 56 quintal.
That makes 5.6 tons.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
5.6.
And the old rice you'd get about 2.5? At the moment, not many people are growing the new miracle rice. It takes capital to buy the enormous quantities of insecticides and fertilizers that the new rice needs. Besides, the chemicals get into the fish ponds, they say, and make the fish taste bad. We see a family planning poster that is explained to us by the Lura, the village head.
Yeah. And it is introduced by the government to introduce to the people.
Yeah.
To get used to this.
People don't seem to be too certain about family planning, from what I've been able to find out.
That's right.
I mean, they like to have a lot of children, right?
Kebanyakan katanya rakyatnya mau lebih banyak anaknya.
Family planning poster that is explained to us by the Lura, the village head.
Yeah. And it is introduced by the government to introduce to the people.
Yeah.
To get used to this.
People don't seem to be too certain about family planning, from what I've been able to find out.
That's right.
I mean, they like to have a lot of children, right?
Kebanyakan katanya rakyatnya mau lebih banyak anaknya, betul?
Iya.
Iya, betul.
Do you think people in a village like this have any concept of the size of the Indonesian population? You know, the fact that there are 110 million people in Indonesia and that in 15 years there'll be 200 million?
Akan lebih hebat lagi.
Ada.
They have.
They have, he said.
But they can't do anything about it. Perhaps there's no point in asking such questions in a village. We drop in from the outside and want a global picture. Or, another case, we see a family moving back to the village from the city and contentedly conclude that it might be a trend. But then the Lura, the village head, gently explains that the returnee is a woman who had a fight with her husband, and that's the reason she left him in Bandung. The Lura asked if we could show some films in the village.